Hello, dollar hounds and other money enthusiasts. Happy Friday. Let's take a look at the cash we got from the big laundromat this week. We'll go through. We're looking for some fancy serial numbers. We're looking for radar notes, repeaters, binaries, trinaries, anything that catches my eye, birthday notes, star notes, any fancy serial number, and anything that I deem to be fancy. Hope you guys are all doing well out there in the world. Starting in with some $20 bills. Don't usually find a lot of in the $20 bills, but that's because there's less of them, so it makes sense. But if we do find something, we'll be sure to pull it, and you'll be able to find it on my eBay. Let's see. 7143. So you got 7143, 147, but then that 3 at the end. If 33 was in the middle, you'd have you radar note. It was just not quite right. Alright, moving on into the $10 bills. This stuff is uncirculated, unsorted by me. Certain lots of you guys have sorted through it before, or other people have, but not me. This is the cash that comes into the laundromat each week. People put their cash into the change machine. They get quarters, put the quarters into the washers and dryers. I take those quarters and put them back into the change machine. And this is the cash that comes out and goes to the bank. Again, in the 10s and 20s, and the 5s as well, it would have to be something fairly nice in order for me to hold it out. I usually don't hold out just regular everyday trinary notes, because you gotta ask so much more for them. You're already in at $10, so in order for me to make anything on it after I sell it, I have to ask significantly more than $10. All right, moving into the $5. $5 bills, I should say. $2,000. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Look at that. It's a lot harder for me to see the 2000 sometimes. So we've got September 23rd, 2000. If that's your birthday, I have a $5 bill with your birthday on it. Look at that. 09/23/2000. We'll definitely save that one. That's a nice clean birthday note. Ooh, what do we got here? Here's another one. 6/18/1924. See that? 6/18/1924. Yeah, it's a $5 bill. It has a 0 at the beginning, but I think that's clean enough as a $5 bill to hold that one out. 2 birthday notes already in the $5 bills. This one I probably won't hold out. It's not far off. You could get 4/5 or 5/4/1948, but yeah, we'll let that one pass. We'll let that one slide this time. Oh, 2019 or 1938. Look at how high that 70 is. See if I put it on the edge of the screen, you can see it. Look at that turnkey digit. That's a pretty good one. If that were a $1 bill, I would definitely pull it out. I'm not going to save that one in a $5. 1904. We have quite the stack of $5 bills to go through today. All right, if you guys see something, say something, because I miss stuff all the time. All the time I'm missing things. So, see something, say something for you. This stuff makes it to the bank so I can pull it out. Be a dirty shame to lose something nice. Ooh, look at that one. 450 trinary note. I'll pull that one out. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to save it this week. We got a lot of trinaries right now to list. Yeah, we'll pull it. We'll pull it. Why not? I'll probably go back and get that birthday note. It wasn't very clean, though. I just hate to pass these things up. Ooh, 2012, but we got 8150. Okay, moving on into the $1 bills. This is where the magic happens. Today we're hoping for a note that's a single digit, just all ones. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at that one. What do we got? 212222105. Almost, but not quite. Ooh, that's a nice trinary. 8-655-6655. Pull that one out. $1 bill trinary. That'll go for $8 to $10 in my opinion. That's what I sell them for anyway. Shipped one out this morning to a fella. Uh, 1973, 5548. And we won't. I like for them to be clean. They don't always come out clean though, and by clean I mean, you know, like clear, just perfect. You know, like 10/21/1973, something like that, or you know, sometimes they're out of order a little bit, but I like for it to clearly be a birthday note if I'm going to save it. But really, I just save out whatever suits my fancy. If I like the looks of something, I'll pull it out. If I don't like it, I'll send it to the bank. Maybe one of you folks will find it. Ship it on down the line. 84841. No, that won't work. 4841. There's 1941 in there, but nothing else in it, so. Ooh, look at this one. 1946, 1932. What do we got? Is this a, maybe these are birth years for a couple? One born in 1946, one born in 1932. Could be a tombstone note. Lived 1932 to 1946. Yeah, we'll pull that out. Tombstone note there. Let's see. Got a lot more to go through. So, ooh, that's got something on it. Let's look at this side. 66939959. Nothing there. 1926. Nope, nothing there. Some of these things are crispy critters. Some of these notes are toasty, well worn. But I'll tell you what, I'll save a well worn note if it's got something on it. These are all circulated, so it's just the degree to which they're circulated. Bunch more ones here to go through. Ooh. Let's see. Alright, getting into it now. See how worn that one is. Yeesh. I don't see a lot of older notes. Sometimes we get some old stuff, but it's rare to see much older than 2013. We'll see a 2009 every now and then, but so here's a 2009. Let's see. I don't know much about them as far as web notes go and things like that. I should look it up, but I think that indicates that it's not a web note, that number being down there. I'll pull that 2009 out and I'll look at it again later. Ooh. Almost a good trinary. $1942, nothing there though. Alright, got some more here. Never know what you might find, so each week I go through these, and here recently we just decided to start letting you guys go through them with me. Ooh, that one is wore out. That one was well worn. Hope you guys are enjoying the search as we go through these from both my laundromats. My little laundromat has a car wash attached to it, so we get the added joy of going through those as well. 10, 12, oh no, it won't be 2029, it's 2229. So that's a couple hundred years from now. We'll not be saving that one. Somebody a couple hundred years from now will be like, why didn't he save it? Ooh, look at this. See that green right there? We got us an inking error. That is definitely, ooh, very nice. And down here, more ink above that 8. So this is an over inking error. This is a 2013 note. I'm gonna have to look closer at this. We've got ink here. We've got some ink here. And then there's a splotch of ink back here in the middle. So I'm thinking this is definitely the green ink has spilled over, but I could very well be wrong. So I'm gonna have to look at this in some different light. Take a look at that one. I've found inking errors before. If I'm gonna call it that, I wanna make sure that's what it is. The ink on the back, if it was just on the front, I probably wouldn't have even questioned myself, but the ink on the back makes me wonder if somebody didn't have just ink on their fingers when they touched it. Although it could be green ink on the back as well. Just seems much less likely that that would be the case. Uno más. One more stack. This is the final one. Ooh, that one's really faded. We see, I mean, I guess it's everywhere, but we see some worn out cash at the laundromat sometimes. Interestingly, I get messages from people all the time like, you should search the quarters. I keep my eye out. You can hear them, but we don't usually find a lot in the quarters. As far as silver, things like that, I've looked through tens of thousands of dollars worth of quarters and not found any silvers. And so at my big laundromat here, typically the quarters that we get go straight back into the change machine. We just recycle them. We don't have an excess of quarters here. At my little laundromat, we do have an excess of quarters, and so a significant amount of quarters come in there, but I think it's because of the car wash. So each week people come to the car wash and they just use whatever changes in their pockets, where at the laundromat people are typically taking their cash and getting quarters, and so it just recycles it. Unless the quarters go somewhere or somebody brings them in, it's the same quarters every single week. Like there are quarters out there with the same red paint that I know have been here for 5 or 6 years, just going back into the change machine each week. So I don't spend a lot of time going through the quarters because it's the same quarters I've already looked at a dozen times. All right, let's see, we're getting to the end of the stack here. Hopefully this last one in a minute is the all ones. I've settled for all 9s or all 7s, 8s, any single digit note. Well, we didn't find it this week. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Hey, let's look back over the notes we found at the big laundromat this week, the fancy serial numbers. So we found this one here. The ink definitely looks the same, so I'm going to say it has an over inking area. I'm going to take a little better look at it because it does have some green on the back as well. But it definitely looks to be the same color of ink. I've found inking errors before, not this pronounced. It's a $1 bill with an inking error. We found a 405 trinary note. It's pretty nice. A tombstone note, or a couple's birth notes, 1946, 1943. A nice 856 trinary. We're upside down again. A a 6/18/1924, so June 18th, 1924 birthday note, and a really clean September 23rd, 2000 birthday note. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.